two cautionary tales for you. One is the tale of library science. Who works on search today? We do. How many people here from library science? Isn't that scary? We built an entire profession around search. And what happens? A bunch of computer scientists come along and take over. Right? Why is that? It's because we didn't take the step. Right? I teach in a library school. It's not their fault. It's our fault. Right? If we take the step, we will be in the vanguard. If we don't, who's going to do it? Our brethren who do speech. They're going to be the people that have the starting point, right? They will eventually do it. So, I invite you to join them rather than complain about them. The problems we have to work on, we need to work on together. The Indian context is a fascinating, fantastic source of inspiration for the world, and I would not wait for someone else to, and I'll understand it. But I can't show somebody that's never been to fire that doesn't know what fire is, that it's in the context of fire. I have to show them that it's in the context of ISI or Kolkata or information retrieval or something before they'll understand what this reference to matter is. So my needs are different from someone else's needs, and I think this idea of entity linking is an attack at the problem. It's something we should use, but I think we can afford to think in a broader design space.
Which is why your evaluation scheme is, I think what you suggested was an indirect one.
Well, I suggested an indirect one just because I'm not creative enough to think of a direct one. So, I mean, the reason we have PhD students at meetings like this is so that they can solve the actual problem. If you look at the age of first invention of the really brilliant ideas in the world, it's really very scary how many of them are developed by young people. And the reason is the young people don't know what can't be done. I mean, we already know what can't be done. So I spend my time thinking about how can I fit this problem into something that I know, and the young people in the audience will think about how to solve the problem directly, and they'll mostly fail. And so we need a very good support system for people to try ideas that don't succeed and then try another idea. And that's how we learn all these things, right? I mean, the web search engines we have now are not the first ones. The videotape systems we have now are not the first ones. The DVDs we have now are not the first ones. The first ideas are often not the right ideas. The first ideas are the ideas we learn from. So I'm trying hard to come up with an idea that we can use as a starting point. But if I come up with an idea we can use as an inspiration, that would make me happy. This is scary. All the hard questions are coming from the front row.
Right. Doug, you were saying that as a future we have to try to work together, I mean, text and speech. But I think that is becoming already present challenge. I mean, just if we think the way users write in microblogs like Twitter, I mean, a very formal speech. So it's already, the problem, what I mean is that the problem is already there from an information retrieval point of view, probably.
So first I agree with you that we can make a lot of progress by starting working on speech, on analog to speech and text, and more will be developed over time. People are creative about how they appropriate technologies, and ultimately we will produce tools that are useful for Twitter or for SMS or for chat by doing that. But ultimately to